Inside an atom where the probability of finding an electron is 0, it is called node. This node is of two types. One is radial node and another is angular node. Moving along the radius, when the probability of finding an electron is 0, that means the wave function becomes 0. It is called radial node. And when we move along an angle and suddenly the probability of finding an electron becomes 0, that means the wave function becomes 0. It is called an angular node. Therefore, the wave function is a combination of two parts. One is radial part and another is angular part. The wave function is the combination of radial wave function and angular wave function. Now, when the radial wave function becomes 0, it is called radial node, and when the angular wave function becomes 0, it is called angular node. We will try to build a concept on nodes by using these graphs. First of all, we have to remember the method by which we can calculate the number of radial node. The formula is n minus L minus 1, where n is principal quantum number, L is azimuthal quantum number. Therefore, for 2p orbital, the number of radial node will be n minus L minus 1. Here principal quantum number n equal to 2, azimuthal quantum number L equal to 1. Therefore, n minus L minus 1 will be 2 minus 1 minus 1 equal to 0. Therefore, the number of radial node for 2p orbital is actually 0. Now, if we plot a graph between wave function and versus radius for 2p orbital, we will get a graph like that. Here, along x-axis we have plotted the radius, and along y-axis we have plotted the wave function psi. This is a graph for 2p orbital. At this point, radius is 0, that means it is nucleus, and when we go along x-axis, we are actually moving along the radius. From the graph, at these 2 points, the wave function becomes 0. That means the probability of finding an electron is 0 at these 2 points. So, these points are node, but actually these points are not nodes. Why not nodes? Wave function has a property. Wave function must be continuous at any point. Actually, this wave function is enclosed between these 2 points. At these 2 points, the wave function is not continuous. At these 2 points, the wave function is not continuous. So, if the wave function is continuous here and the wave function becomes 0, it will be a node. But here the wave function is not continuous, but wave function becomes 0. Therefore, these 2 points are actually not nodes. For 2p orbital, there is no radial node. Therefore, there is no radial node, we have already seen. So, we can further conclude from the graph that at nucleus, the probability of finding an electron is 0 for 2p orbital, and moving along radius, the probability of finding an electron becomes higher and reaches a maximum point at a certain radius, then gradually it falls. For 3p orbital, if we plot a graph, we have to first calculate the number of radial nodes. We know that number of radial node equal to n minus L minus 1. For 3p orbital, principal quantum number n equal to 3, and azimuthal quantum number L equal to 1, and 1 here there is a 1. Therefore, 3 minus 1 minus 1 equal to 1. Therefore, total number of radial nodes for 3p orbital is 1. From this graph, if we plot a graph between wave function and radius for 3p orbital, we will get a graph like that. From this graph, we have 2 points where wave function becomes 0. At these 2 points, the wave function becomes 0. Here the wave function is continuous, but at this point the wave function is not continuous. Therefore, although at this point the probability of finding an electron is 0, but this point is not a node. But at this point, the probability of finding an electron is 0, that means wave function becomes 0, and also the wave function is continuous at this point, therefore this represents a node. Therefore, this is a graph for 3p orbital, and we can further understand from this graph that at nucleus the probability of finding an electron is 0, and as we approach along radius, the probability of finding an electron becomes higher and reaches a maximum point. Then gradually it falls to 0, and again it becomes higher and reaches a maximum point, then gradually it falls down. Now, this is the concept of radial node. by graph, using graph. Here is the concept of angular node. We will see what is actually angular node by using 2p orbital. For any orbital, the number of angular node is actually its azimuthal quantum number L. For p orbital, L equal to 1, therefore 2p orbital have one angular node. Now what is actually angular node? If we move along a certain angle from nucleus, here we are moving at an angle of 0 degree, there is some probability of finding electron, there is some wave function. At any angle, there are some wave functions. Therefore, there is some possibility of finding electron, but at an angle of 90 degree, at this portion, at an angle of 90 degree, here there is no wave function. That means the probability of finding an electron is 0 at an angle of 90 degree. Therefore, this is a node at an angle of 90 degree. Actually, there is a plane which bisects the two lobes of p orbitals, and in this plane the probability of finding an electron is actually 0. This is the concept of angular node.